Let's take a look at this CK2. It's a fragrance from Klein. Really clean packaging. Costs around 2,499 rupees or $35 or so. So let's see what we get. You get a really beautiful bottle with a minimal design, interesting cap, which can be used as a base. So let's smell it. The fragrance notes of this are wasabi, mandarin orange and violet. You can also set it up like this. Really nice fragrance. I can definitely smell the mandarin orange and you get a hint of wasabi. No idea how the violet smells. All these make for a really nice fragrance. Very clean and very unique. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Raw by Titan Skin. Really interesting packaging. Very minimal. Raw draws its inspiration from rain on a hot summer day, carefully balancing the fresh with the bold, the lightness of watermelon with upbeat patchouli is the secret to the appeal. Raw is created with crisp citrus notes that elude vitality and warm woody notes that reflect masculinity. Costs around 1,400 or around $20 or so. So let's see what we get. That's the ingredient list. A nice looking bottle. Looks quite bold. It has a bed shape to it. Looks very nice. So let's smell it. It sprays nice amount. It definitely has that watermelony citrusy flavor to it. It's a really strong fragrance. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Police to Be fragrance. Comes in this really interesting packaging. This costs around 1,750 rupees or $25 or so. That's how the bottle looks. Really interesting design. Holding it like this is much more intriguing. Feels like you are in a Shakespeare's play. The fragrance notes are grapefruit and black pepper. So let's smell it. So it's not for carrying, it's for stopping it from automatically spraying when you put this in your bag. It's definitely a spicy fragrance, and the grapefruit balances it really well. It's a really nice fragrance. Interesting combination of fragrance notes. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Nina fragrance. Comes in this beautiful packaging. Very minimal design. This costs around 2,900 or around $40 or so. So let's see what do we get. With a really cute looking bottle. You can go on their website and register the bottle to know if it's genuine or not, and you also get some rewards. That's the ingredient list. It's made in France. The fragrance notes are candied fruit and citrus notes. Quite a cute looking bottle. So let's smell it. Nice sprayer. It's a really cute smell. I can smell the candied fruit and lemon. It smells like those gummy candy. I think candied fruit would make for a nice fragrance, and the lemon combination makes it even more amazing. It's a really cute smell. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Pleats Please fragrance. It's by Isemiyaki. Really intriguing packaging. This costs around 2,350 rupees or $35 or so. It's a 50 ml bottle. This is made in France. Bulgarian rose is the main fragrance note, so it's quite floral. That's how it looks. Quite an intriguing shape, and it shows off two colors. One is the slightly orange color that you see, and the other one is purple, which appears when you look at it from side on. And the cap is made to look like a rose. Really beautiful looking bottle. So let's see how this smells. It has a really intriguing floral smell. Even though the main note is rose, it doesn't smell like regular rose. Very intriguing and quite unique. Really interesting bottle and very intriguing fragrance. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Nautica fragrance. This is the classic one. Very classy looking packaging. Really simple design. So let's see what we get. That's how the bottle looks. This costs around 1050 or $15 or so. Beautiful looking bottle, very unique shape, very nautical. The fragrance notes are lavender, rose, so quite floral. Let's smell it. Nice spray. The fragrance matches the bottle. Definitely has a nice floral smell to it. It's a really nice fragrance. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Invictus Aqua. This is a 50 ml bottle. Costs around 2000 rupees or $25 or so. It's made in France. That's the ingredient list. That's how the bottle looks. Very unique. Invictus. It says by Giorgio Armani. Really beautiful looking bottle. The fragrance notes for this are grapefruit and violet leaf. So let's smell it. Interesting spray. The combination of violet leaf and grapefruit smells really amazing. You wouldn't think grapefruit would make for such an amazing fragrance. It smells really good. Quite nice. Check it out. I thought the whole cap would move down to press the sprayer, but it's the middle part. Let's take a look at this Valentino fragrance. Comes in this interesting looking packaging. This costs around 2200 rupees or $30 or so. This is a 50 ml bottle. That's the ingredient list. This is made in Spain. Instructions on how to use it. There is a safety mechanism that prevents it from spraying, which you need to remove. That's how the bottle looks. That's the safety mechanism thing. I guess this could come handy while traveling too, so that it doesn't end up spraying in your bag. Really beautiful looking bottle. So let's try it. It has a really strong sprayer. Bergamot gives this quite a orangey smell. Smells really intriguing and very unique. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this fresh fragrance. It's by Moschino. This costs around 3,200 or $45 or so. Comes in this really interesting packaging. It's a 50 ml bottle. That's how the bottle looks. It's really creative. The freshest fragrance. Works great on at work, on a date, to a formal event, and much more. That's the ingredient list. Looks like it's made in Italy. Really nice details. You would think it would work as a sprayer, but it just has a regular cap. It even comes with a set of instructions. The fragrance notes are bergamot and mandarin, so quite citrusy and very clean, and it also smells very fresh. Really artistic bottle. Quite a nice fragrance too. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this United Dream by United Colors of Benetton. Comes in this interesting packaging. Leave free. This is a 50 ml bottle. This costs around 1,400 or $20 or so. So let's see what we get. It's a really beautiful looking bottle. The fragrance notes are citrusy. So let's smell it. It has a very delicate lemon smell. Very refreshing and quite fresh. It's a really mild lemon fragrance. Smells really good. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Wave by Davidoff. Really simple packaging. Ingredient list. Costs around 2,359 rupees or $34 or so. Really beautiful packaging. So let's see what we get. That's how the bottle looks. The fragrance notes for this are grapefruit, juniper berry, and patchouli and sandalwood. So let's smell it. Really nice spray. I can definitely smell the grapefruit and very nice sandalwood. You wouldn't think all these ingredients combine for an interesting smell. It's a really nice fragrance. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this cherry blossom from the Body Shop. Really beautiful packaging. It's Japanese cherry blossom. You can see cherry blossom on the packaging. This costs around 1,545 rupees or $22 or so. It's a 50 ml bottle. Love the cherry blossoms on the packaging. In the first week of spring, Japanese cherry trees blossom all at once, and after only 3 days, their fragile, faintly scented petals fall. We capture the fleeting beauty and the light sweetness of the scent in our fragrance. We handpick the cherry blossom flowers at the height of spring to create a fresh bouquet with a delicate magnolia, followed by a lingering hint of hinoki wood. So let's see what do we get. That's how the bottle looks. Beautiful looking bottle. So this is how cherry blossoms smell. Very unique. It has a hint of plum-like smell. Has a very natural and a fresh feel to it. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Declaration by Cartier. Comes in this sleek looking box. Costs around 2,850 or $50 or so for this 50 ml bottle. Looks like it's made in France. Instructions on how to use it. Really sleek looking bottle. It has a really interesting shape. This has some really interesting fragrance notes. Artemisia, caraway, and bergamot, and mandarin, and even coriander. So really interesting fragrance notes. So let's smell it. This is such an elegant solution. That's really genius. How can some random herbs and fruit smell so amazing? It's such a sophisticated fragrance. Every time you smell it, you discover something new, really unique. Love the shape of the bottle too. Very elegant. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Ellie Lime Lolita Lempica. Interesting looking packaging. This costs around 2,450 rupees or $35 or so. That's the ingredient list. It's made in France. That looks amazing. Really beautiful bottle. This has a really interesting fragrance notes too. It has bergamot, lime leaf, coconut, and jasmine. So let's smell it. The initial smell is a bit odd, but once the jasmine kicks in, it's really interesting. Really unique bottle and a very unique fragrance. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Turquoise Summer by Escada. Costs around 2,550 rupees or $35 or so. Really beautiful packaging. This is made in UK. Love the packaging. Interesting looking bottle. The fragrance notes are even more interesting. It has pineapple, strawberry, and tutti frutti, and those are combined with floral scents. So that should be really interesting. All those ingredients make for a really cute fragrance. It's like smelling a sour strawberry, if that makes any sense. Very pleasant and very fruity. Definitely summer vibes. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Ralph Lauren Tender Romance. Comes in this simple packaging. This is a 100 ml bottle. Costs around 2,950 or $40 or so. That's the ingredient list. Looks like this is made in France too. really interesting fragrance notes. This has a bergamot, ginger, and a pear. It starts off smelling like a cola. It smells really unique because of the ginger and bergamot, and the pear kind of makes them mild. I'm not sure if I really love this or really hate this. Very interesting, quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this purple fragrance. This is from United Colors of Benetton. Costs around 1,400 or $18 or so. This is a 50 ml bottle. Really colorful packaging. Really beautiful bottle. Love the color. The fragrance notes are grapefruit, jasmine, and rose. So let's smell it. That's a unique combination of fragrances, and it does smell very unique. It's a really strong fragrance. I really love the smell. Not sure which of those fragrances is dominating, but I think it's the jasmine. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this CK All. It's by Calvin Klein. Costs around 3,500 or $50 or so. That's how it looks. It feels like the bottle is made out of marble. The fragrance notes are mandarin, citrus blossoms, and jasmine. Really refreshing fragrance. Nice combination between the citrus and floral notes. Really strong fragrance. It's very fresh. It's that really sour citrus. Really nice. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Versace Bright Crystal. Really beautiful packaging. This costs around 2,800 or $40 or so. It's a 30 ml bottle. That's the ingredient list. Made in Italy. The fragrance notes are yuzu lemon, pomegranate, lotus flower, and magnolia. So let's smell it. It looks really amazing. Some really interesting fragrance notes. Makes for a very interesting fragrance. It smells like a really ripe fruit. It's very unique and I really like it. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this champion fragrance. It's from Davidoff. This is a 50 ml bottle. Costs around 3,000 rupees or $45 or so. Looks like this is made in France. Looks like this is made in France. The fragrance notes are lemon and lime and sage. That's how it looks. Looks like a dumbbell. Very unique packaging. Looks like it can only be opened from one side. You don't get a lot of perfume. That's the only perfume part. These don't have anything. This smells really lemony and very zesty. Quite a refreshing and fresh fragrance and unique packaging. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this aqua fragrance. It's by Giorgio Armani. This costs around 2,400 or $35 or so. Simple packaging. This is made in France. This is a 50 ml bottle. bottle. Fragrance notes are lemon, pink pepper, and aquatic jasmine. So let's smell it. It's a really unique citrusy fragrance because of all those ingredients. It's like a mix of lemon and jasmine. Really fresh, quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this Celeste fragrance. It's Skin by Titan. Really beautiful packaging. Made in France. This is a 100 ml bottle. Celeste evokes the liveliness of a spring garden with white floral notes and a touch of zing from peaches and pears. The dry sandalwood flirts with unexpected hints of patchouli. Celeste was designed as a reflection of playful mood with a flair for a charming mischief. That's the ingredient list. Manufactured in France. This costs around 1,995 rupees or $30 or so. So let's see what do we get. That's how the bottle looks. Really beautiful bottle. Love the purple color. Nice cap too. Women's perfume. So let's smell it. I definitely get a nice floral smell. Interesting finish to it. I think that's because of the pear and peach. It's quite a mild fragrance, but really nice. Quite nice. Check it out. Let's take a look at this My Dream fragrance. It's by Embark. Interesting packaging. This costs around 695 rupees or $10 or so. Very minimal packaging. So let's see what we get. Nice to see the fragrance notes written here. As you can see, juniper berry and violet. The heart is Bulgarian rose. Dry amber and sandalwood are the base notes. So let's try it out. That's how the bottle looks. Very minimal, very clean design. So let's smell it. quite a nice spray. It has a really nice rose and sandalwood smell, very floral and quite fragrant. It's a really nice fragrance, quite nice. Check it out. These are all the perfumes I have reviewed. It was a really interesting process to smell all these perfumes. It's really fascinating to see some of the fragrance notes they use. I'm surprised how many herbs and fruits are involved. A bulk of these are manufactured in France. Until you see so many at once, you really don't appreciate how much effort goes into packaging them and making them unique. I do appreciate that most of these are quite complex smells rather than just being one note. They have multiple layers of interesting smells. It was really fun. It took me nearly 3 months to put all of them together. Thank you for watching these, which helps me make such videos. I'm gifting all of these to my family. This is my way of saying thank you to them and also making them part of my YouTube success. They have patiently waited for me to do my shopping. Many times helped me carry the shopping bags more than any of these things. They kept encouraging me in the beginning to keep making these and giving me enough time and freedom to work on these. So this is my way of saying thank you to them. I only kept 2 of them. This fresh one, that's mostly because no one wanted it, and this CK all, which I liked. There were really no bad ones because I smelled all of them before buying them at the store. I really liked all of them, but if I had to choose, I think my top 3 would be the Cartier one. I was really surprised by how much I liked it. Most of the fragrance notes were herbs, but it smelled really amazing. Such a complex fragrance too. Loved the shape of the bottle too. And the second one was the Invictus one. The main fragrance note was grapefruit, and this smelled really amazing. Loved the bottle too. And the last one was the CK one. Beautiful bottle, amazing fragrance. Those are my top 3.